Hey friends, I'm Chris Schufel with Chris in the Classroom, and today we're going back to basics. In the mid and late 1900s, there was a psychologist named Dr. Albert Ellis. He was super famous in the psychology world, and he discovered that people's emotions happen in an ABC pattern. Here's what I mean. First, there's an there's an activating event. Stuff happens to you, good, bad, indifferent, like you stub your toe, or you find $1 on the ground, or someone compliments you, or someone insults you. Stuff happens to you. It's called life. Now here's a question. Can you always control what happens to you? No, you can't. Can you always control what comes out of someone else's mouth? No, you can't. We can't always control that activating event. But all day, every day, things happen to us. Life is made up of these activating events. That's A. Now, the next thing that we observe is C. That's our emotional consequence. That's our feelings, our emotions, our reactions. And it could be anywhere from mad to sad to meh, which is just kind of like meh, whatever, it is what it is, or glad. And it's so easy to think that A causes C. We fall into that trap of thinking that the stuff that happens to us causes us to feel a certain way. How many times have you said something like, that person made me mad, or what that person said made me sad, or that person makes me happy, or that thing makes me happy? And we blame our emotions on the stuff that happens to us. It's so easy to fall into that trap. But Dr. Albert Ellis said, that's not really how things happen. So if you're familiar with the first half of the alphabet, you know that in between the letters A and C is the letter B. B stands for your belief system, or sometimes I like to say your brain. This is everything you've ever been taught. This is everything you believe, everything you think, your preconceived notions, your assumptions. This is everything that is you, and it's all housed right here. So really, things actually work out like this. Something happens to you, it runs through your belief system or your brain, which only takes a fraction of a second, which is why we barely ever notice it. And then because of your beliefs and your thoughts and your preconceived notions, then you have an emotional reaction. Let me break that down a little bit more. Let's say that someone says or does something mean to you. Let's say they call you a name or they insult you in some way. And let's say that you believe that that's the worst thing anybody could ever say to you. You hate that word, you hate that insult. Words have the power to hurt and wound. Nobody has the right to say that to you. People have to be kind to you, and they have to treat you with respect and how you deserve to be treated. Now, if that's the case, then your emotions and your heart are going to be hurt and probably broken. You're going to be mad. You're going to be sad. You're going to have a bad day. But what happens if we change one little thing? Let's say that someone's mean to you. They call you that name or that insult. That doesn't change. But this time, let's say you believe that words don't have to hurt, no matter what the word is. That word, that name, that insult, that other person's opinion, it doesn't define who you are or what you are. Words only have the power that the listener gives them, and you're not going to take it to heart. You're not going to take it personally. Well, if that's what you believe, how are your emotions going to be? You're going to be just fine. You're not going to be upset. You're not going to be bothered, and you're going to have a good rest of your day no matter what. You see, when you change the way you think about things, you can actually control how you feel. If you believe that the mean words and actions of others don't have to bother you, then they won't. You can look at a situation and realize that it's not as bad as it could be. It won't last forever, and you can actually use this situation to grow and become stronger, and you're going to be just fine. In order for someone to break your heart, they have to go through your brain. I'll say it again. In order for someone to break your heart, they have to go through your brain. And if you program your brain to think things like, I'm not going to let this bother me, then your heart stays protected and you end up having a good day regardless of what happens to you. Well, that's it, friends. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you want to learn more about the greatest social emotional learning, conflict resolution, and resilience training program for students that's out there today, check out the Squabbles program. And if you have a group of amazing star students that want to make your campus a better place, check out the Golden Rule Ambassadors program. And if you want me to come and impact your school community in person or virtually, let us know and we'll make it happen. I guarantee you, you'll be glad you did. And until next time, class is dismissed.